Hi guys, welcome to Palmer's MG. I'm guessing if you've clicked on this video that you're keen to find out a little more about the MG ZS EV, and hopefully this won't disappoint.
Some of the key specifications. So we've got 105 kilowatts of power, which is 141 horsepower. We've got 352 newton meters of torque available from 0 RPM. There's a 44.5 kilowatt battery. And in regards to charging time, which is going to be a question I'm sure you're all keen to answer, if you have a fast charger at home, you will see a full charge time of around about 5.5 hours. If you decided to use a rapid charger, as you might find at services or something of that nature, then from a depleted battery to 80%, you're going to see that in around about 40 minutes. Obviously, of course, if you haven't got a depleted battery, you're going to see a charge time a great deal faster. You do get a 3-pin charger with the car at home. Yes, it does take longer, but certainly if you are not looking to use the car as regularly, the very well may be sufficient and you will not need a home charger installed. The vehicle has a 5-star safety rating, as shown here, and guaranteed by Euro NCAP. That is partly to do with its structural integrity and obviously, of course, all of its crash testing, and the fact that the batteries are actually underneath the car helps us tremendously. But a big part of that is because of the MG Pilot system, which actually lends a helping hand for you whilst you're driving and provides you with a number of key safety systems. So the MG Pilot actually includes active emergency braking, you've got intelligent lane assist, you've got the adaptive cruise control, traffic jam assist, so the car will scan the vehicles around it and the speed that they're moving and will creep in traffic at the same rate of which other traffic is, therefore sort of helping relieve some of the stress from the traffic jam. You get blind spot monitoring, which is shown on your mirrors. You've got high beam assist, so there's no need to put the high beam on. When the road is clear and there's nothing coming on the other side of the road, it will automatically kick into high beam for you. And you've also got an intelligent speed limit assist as well. So it's constantly monitoring the speed limit around you and will actually make you aware of the current speed limit. The vehicle itself is supplied with a 7-year warranty, which includes all major components, such as the transmission, you've got the motor itself, the batteries, so everything to give you that peace of mind that you do. Yeah, but that's some of the key features covered. Let's have a look around the car.
On board the EV, and for most that may be expecting for gadgets and gizmos to be hanging from the ceiling and to be all very different to their petrol car, I'm sorry, you'll be sorely disappointed. In here it is business as usual. We've got nice simple contemporary layout. Everything's pretty much operated by a touchscreen in the centre. You've got all of your data and info to be provided directly in front of you. Multifunction steering wheel. This particular one that are on board at the moment as well is the exclusive specification. So there's an Excite and an exclusive. Some of the key differences are the leather upholstery. You've got the full retractable panoramic roof, and that is with a sun blind that comes across as well. This particular car also has reversing camera and folded wing mirrors as well. Yes, there are a few other differences between them, but these are the ones that really people are going to really hone in on and ultimately make a decision one way or the other. In regards to driving, I think most would be surprised to know that it actually drives quite like a conventional car. The idea for this is that everything is conventionally placed, everything is laid out in such a way that it should be very, very easy for someone to get out of their normal petrol or diesel car and hop straight into this and continue as normal. Yes, there are a few things on board that you will find are specific to electric vehicles. For example, you have got down here a button that says KERS. And for any avid F1 viewers out there, you will know what KERS stands for. But anyone that doesn't, it stands for Kinetic Energy Recovery System. What that basically means is that the energy that would otherwise be lost from braking is then taken back into the system and actually stored in the batteries and used as energy at a later date. That obviously therefore increases your range, but also means that obviously you scavenge that lost energy in doing so from a magnet system on the back of the wheel. That means you use your brakes less, means that servicing is less. The benefits go on. Down here also you have driving mode. You have eco, normal, and you also have sport. So the two opposite ends of the spectrum, eco and sport. Eco gives you a very lightweight, featherweight feel to the steering. Also gives you a pretty relaxed throttle, I think is safe to say. Meaning that you're not going to stab away at the throttle and use unnecessary energy, pulling away and accelerating. Sport is the complete opposite. It livens the car up. It gives you a nice, tight, sporty feeling throughout the steering wheel, and you also get a very, very aggressive and very sharp throttle. Very fun. Certainly, if someone is looking to make the transition from a sportier car, and that's the sort of thing that they, are most driven by, jumping in an EV will not disappoint. Because a little known fact for electric vehicles is that actually they make an exceptional amount of torque. And this will make all of its torque from 0 RPM. So the minute you put your foot to the floor, you will have all of the torque, essentially all of the grunt that the motor has to offer. It makes for quite an exciting driving experience. That in mind, that is obviously available very readily in sport mode. Normal is exactly as you'd expect. It sits bang in between the two and offers you a nice balance of economy and performance. In here, you have got radar guided cruise control, and you've got enough safety systems to guarantee this as a 5-star safety rated vehicle. A question asked very regularly is, how do I know where my local charging point is? And the answer is very simple. If you just go to Google, you type in Zap Maps, scroll down to this one right here, zapmap.com. This is live. There is a dedicated app that you can set up for your phone. However, once it's loaded, you will clearly see. So this is our local area. This is right near Palmer's. This is Hemel Hempstead, and this shows you the local charging stations. Not so much of an issue for us, of course, because we have our charging points on site. However, if I zoom out, then the sheer amount of charging points available across the UK is quite apparent. So the old adage given to electric cars that the infrastructure simply wasn't there, and obviously they weren't a brilliant choice of vehicle, I think very well may have run its course now. The main reason obviously for this is, of course, if you're looking for your fuel station, it's got bright lights, it's brightly coloured, it's room for about 6 to 8 cars on a forecourt, and it's usually got a convenience store attached to it. With a charging point, they're far more convenient and far more tidy, so they're just a stick at the side of the road or something very similar. Provided you've got your charging cable, you can plug into any of these charging points. There may be subscriptions that you have to make so that you become part of a membership, so that you can have free reign and access to these certain charging points. But as you can see, there are a lot of options available. So guys, thank you very much for watching this Palmer's video on the MG ZS EV. Of course, if you have any further inquiries, questions, queries, or anything that's come up in this video that is of interest, please do contact us here at the sales team at Palmer's MG on 01442 232 300. Alternatively, you could reach me directly on my email, which is Grant, spelled Grant, .kenyon, KENYON, @palmersgroup.net. Have a great day.